The hack I am about to show about how you can improve your audio while recording or having a call, meeting, whatever on your iPhone is one of those feature is like why I did not know this before. It is that kind of a feature. So couple of days ago, like 3 days ago only, I was scrolling through Instagram like everybody does, and like got a reel where the creator, like, she is explaining how you can improve your audio in your iPhone without getting some mics, those kind of things. Now obviously mics are a different thing. They are always better than inbuilt microphones, but not everybody wants mic. They just want some basic improvements and it would be good for them. So I was like watching this reel and I was like, no way, this is available. Like this, it's not that I was like totally skeptical of this. I was like, if this works that well the way she's showing, I was like, that is going to be changing life for a lot of people. So I was like, let us talk about that in this tech dailies. So how it works, what you have to do is, she mentions in the episode, so basically she mentions, the creator mentions that you have to turn your audio settings, go to your video recording setting in your camera setting in your settings app. In there, change audio input to mono. Now the reason why the mono setting is there is because the audio track gets recorded from, basically, whenever the difference between mono and stereo is that now whatever you are seeing is, or hearing this episode of mine or any other podcast episode I do, when there is no need of a surround sound kind of a system like left and right, just go and watch any kind of trailer or any kind of which has stereo system on YouTube, and you will know why there is a difference between mono is just directly audio is coming front to you, not there is no left, neither is no right. So there, after doing that, what you have to do is start recording. Okay, or without even starting record, what you have to do is go to your camera and just go, like, select the video record button. Okay, when you select it, the pop up, like, the green and yellow, better the green and yellow light appears. Basically it indicates that the camera and audio is getting recorded. So basically recording, like, they are getting captured. What you have to do is then slide from above, and you have to click on the green bar. So basically slide above from the control center. Basically you have to slide up below the control center, and then there is a green bar which shows the camera and recording is basically on. You have to select that, and when you go inside it, you get a setting there. There is three settings: there is automatic, there is standard, and then there is isolation. What you have to do is select isolation for it, and then the background noise will be reduced, which is better. Okay, just see this actual demo I tried to do at night. And the I intentionally turn on fan at faster speed, so you can hear at the first, like, how my fan is louder, and the second I turn it on, how good it is. So this is the demo I'm trying now. What this audio hack, and if this works, it is going to be like insane for me. I'm going to be pissed, because if you know that, you are seeing me recording these videos now with the mic. Before mic it was just this and me camera. So right now I'm trying this hack, and I purposefully have turned on the fan, so you might be hearing the audio obviously not good. And now I'm going to turn on and do the hack what she told in that end video, and if it works, oh my god, it's a lifesaver. So I have turned it on. I don't know how it is sounds, at least for me. If it is good, oh my god, shout out to that creator. Okay, whoever she is. I got randomly, just like sometimes Instagram just gives you exactly what you want in your feed. So yeah, this is the voice after turning on the isolation mode, and before it was without isolation. So let me know, do you think it is good and one of the most like hacked features that you would use now. See, I think this is like really good. I don't think like I am expecting something kind of and better than this. You know, if my iPhone can do it, I think it just does a 99% of the job for me if I'm recording with my iPhone or something just basic video call or any conference I'm doing, you know. I think anybody for work who uses their iPhone as specifically for their audio or even specifically there as a webcam, you know, especially teachers used to do a lot in COVID. So yeah, this is kind of a lifesaver, you know. Like, shout out to that creator. I will put her Instagram in the description or here whenever wherever on the screen I found it and I wanted to try it. It is legit. Okay, now you comment down, you knew it, or it's like this is also your first time seeing this and getting shocked. Okay, because I am the one person who like did not, that's why I'm talking about it, you know. So I was like, let's share it. So let me know now in the comment section of what you feel. Like, did you know it, or am I so dumb enough I did not know it? Like, you can comment on both of it. But apart from that, we have another news from PlayStation. So yesterday I saw a news from PlayStation is that, so basically PlayStation since 2028 1st of January, they're going to basically no further in terms of sell the physical copy of a game. So basically no physical discs if you used to buy it, because majority of people I know and the majority of people I see on the internet do buy digital, and there is, yes, niche physical disc, and also a lot of emerging consumers who want physical things. Basically it makes them feel like they own it, and actually you own it too. Especially that was the whole point of physical media back into this, and still is, and that is become a much more of an kind of an thing nowadays on the internet. Like, physical media means I own it, and that's why and it's also supports that specific game or specific artist more. And even artists and movie directors promote more and more digital. Specifically, you see how Nolan or even James Cameron for the Avatar Fire and Ash, it is now available on streaming platform. You know, it was digitally available, then there is now streaming flash. So basically there is a movement on the internet for physical media. So Sony announces that, and obviously people are getting pushback for it. Now there are rational people, and I am one of those. Like, I will say that I get it why people buy digital, it is much more convenient for people. But I'm also more of a people, like, if I have a choice and the money is not too much of a big deal for me, yeah, if I want to spend too much money, especially into the collector's edition, especially games like GTA 6, man, I was so disappointed when they say they were going to just give a code even in that disc that we are buying. I'm like, why? Just give us a something kind of in physical. Like, this is a generational game that we are playing and people are waiting for decade now, and you are giving us a disc with just a code. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us something that can be much more feel like that I'm buying something physical, you know. So I hope that collector's editions, like basic artworks that we used to get with the games, or we still get with the specifically in the music industry, you know. But I feel like disc and physical media, especially in games, are getting lower and lower as much more and more people just buy games digitally. Even the past 5 years, I'm not much of a gamer. First of all, I don't have a PC to first of all game that much. What the games I want to play, I'm kind of a person who will be watching people play GTA 6 on YouTube, and I'm much of a person who is like watching Rad Brad videos, you know, on YouTube, who just plays the gameplay, and I'm like something to watch while eating. That is how I enjoy games. So I'm like, I don't have too much of an opinion on it, but I'm just like thinking of a rational way. Like, if I had a money and if I had a PC, if I had a like Sony PlayStation, I would like to have a physical collector, especially the games like someone commented. I saw it like uh the Tsushima, like the Ghost of Tsushima, the Ghost of Yotai, like they had phenomenal artwork. I just want something physical, especially those kind of games. So I hope Sony does not do that, and I get it why companies are doing it. And then there is also a movement in the going on is like, okay, uh, then there is also a conspiracy which these companies are proving more and more right with their decisions is like there will be no kind of an ownership to anything, like how companies are making it worse and worse for the people, for the consumers to make it their own. Like you don't own anything, like the subscriptions from the platforms like OTTs, from subscription from Adobe, so which is so bad. Then there is subscription from basically nowadays games too, like you have to keep internet on, or you have to renew some kind of a license to play a game. And imagine the future games that even if you buy it, you still don't own it because the game is digitally bound to the server, and you are like, damn. That is how I feel like. So that's there. But about owning things, from that same thing about owning, WhatsApp is basically giving you option to reserve your username. So uh, I got it 2 days ago only. So WhatsApp is getting into username, and they are going to abandon phone numbers. So what it means? So basically, WhatsApp don't want people to share their numbers. So basically, what that means is like you don't have to. First, if you want to get someone's contact in WhatsApp, you have to share their number. That was a way to go. Now you just can share the username of the person, and you don't have, or yourself, like yourself or the other person, and you don't have to share the specifically phone numbers. Eh, that is a good move, I will say. Like I like username, but on all this going on, I don't know why who has taken my username on WhatsApp. Like I was like, I just want my username like Suresh Drakshe, and I'm like proceeding forward, and like someone has taken it already, and like who is in the world is getting it you know so I'm like, yeah, that was the disappointment part, but I got it. Mine is reserved. And yeah, and it is not what you think. Like obviously I won't call out my username like that. I don't want to make that public, especially WhatsApp. But yeah, if you are a WhatsApp user, go on your settings and reserve your username now. And eventually in next or till the end of this year, the user's name will be fully out, and you will be mostly probably only using user's name that rather than going towards photos. So basically rather than using phone numbers. But the catch here is, you whenever you search people with the username on the WhatsApp, you need to have that accurate username. WhatsApp will be not be like Instagram, where you try to search people with different names, and search will give you multiple options here and there. No, you have to search people with specific username. Then only that person will be there. So it's basically they don't want to be like Instagram, because obviously it's not a wide open social media platform where people are can just access to get anyone. But it is a system where it's just you don't have to share your number, which I like it. Like something that they made it better on WhatsApp. Apart from that, yesterday I was testing my Siri. You know, I hope Siri does not get triggered while I'm talking about it. So when I was testing Siri, I was like, how far I can, like, on what, and what is the spectrum of what Siri works. The majority of the Siri, the way I use it is to specifically open some apps, some settings option, or to turn on some timers basically, or multiple timers. That is the major thing I do while on Siri. Apart from that, nothing much more, because majority of the time I can't rely on Siri, because if let's say 10 times, if I out of 10 times I use Siri in a day, 5 of the times it does not actually gets, first of all, detected. Like it does not detects my voice, and it does not, first of all, gets started only. That is the major issue of Siri. Then once it gets started, it has does not have a natural language command spectrum. Like you have to give a specific command. Like you can't be like to the Siri is like, okay, do this, do that. You have to be specific, and if you don't pronounce that specific wording also right, it can get it wrong. Because I think I have been also using a lot of AI voice, specifically Gemini, ChatGPTs, and they are really really good. I will be talking about that in future in next couple of videos, but I will say that the voice in Siri and just the detection, if Apple can improve those two things, so basically natural command language, and the second is make Siri detection. So basically the way I'm specifically, so like the command you gave to Siri to first of all respond it does not work, like to get even started it. So those are the major two things. And with the new iOS 27 that they launched, the new Siri AI, that is the one thing that they are focusing to, that it is getting improved. And that is what I want actually, the Siri to get improved in. I think rather than going to advanced level, I think that is the basic thing that these assistants suck at. So I'm like, yesterday when I was testing Siri and what levels I can basically do the tasks on it. So these are some of the tasks I did. So first thing was I was like set a timer. Then I was like cancel the timer. I was like uh record or create an event on my calendar for tomorrow for this specific time to this specific time. It did it, you know. Or I also ask Siri to check the flights. Now when I ask Siri to check the flight, so whenever it has to go on to the internet to check something, it uses ChatGPT. And whenever it uses the ChatGPT, it asks us first. So basically it's like, do you want me to use ChatGPT for it? And you have to give the permission. And it's like, if yes, then it uses ChatGPT. There is couple of seconds of obviously delay because it is getting with the help of ChatGPT, and it's like 5 second delay with every response. But I ask to the ChatGPT with the help of Siri is that like is there any flight from here to India, from Mumbai to New York for tomorrow, that is for today. And it responded, and I was like, okay. So told Siri, remind me to book a flight for this specific time on today, and it created that. But when I asked Siri is like to get the link of that flight, specifically what the timing that Siri mentioned, that was about in the morning, and provide me the link for the booking and put it on the calendar, it does not do it. So task like agentic task, I think that belongs to the agentic task, going to that website, getting that link, getting that specific booking link, and pasting it to the calendar. It is much more complicated, I think, especially for the Siri. But I think that it is getting better with new the 27, which we will test in future. But these are the restraints. So I think Siri works definitely better when it works like testing, sorry, creating task, creating events, creating or sending someone message. If it detects your voice well, and if it gets the thing like the detection well, majority of the time I start like I also try to create, like I also try to make a note specifically, like to use it as like a dictation for my episodes to create. And it sucked a lot because it did not work properly. And the second thing was the chain of thoughts. Siri can't remember the chain of thoughts. Like I was trying to remember, like, okay, now I have done 10 tasks in a row for like fast couple of minutes. Let's see what Siri remembers before. And it does not remember. So it has a lot of flaws in it. But I think just basic two things like the dictation and understanding the natural command, and also getting my command recognition. The first thing is that the command we gave to Siri, the series does not recognize that. So I hope this couple of things gets improved in the new iOS 26. I'm iOS 27 that I'm looking forward to use, that I'm testing, that I'm in beta right now. So yeah, those are the things, especially for this today's tech dailies, I will say. Let me know what you think about it, like about the new Siri. Do you even use Siri? Most of the people don't. The second thing is, are you a gamer who buy disc or digitally? And if you are like me, who watches more and more just YouTube videos of gameplays rather than playing them sometimes, also comment down. And who is the YouTuber you will be seeing in the month of November for watching the GTA 6 gameplay? My like go to is Radbrad. Hope I'm Brad Rat. Like, oh my, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that guy's name right, but he's a legend. He does a lot of good. Like, he is a good gamer. Then there are a lot of streamers are going to play it. Like, it is a generational game. So I'm highly anticipated, excited for this specific game, even though I'm not going to play it. That is how I'm excited about it. This is what a GTA 6 does to you. So yeah, and if you like the hack, or if you think I'm dumb enough to not know that hack, also let me know down in the comment section. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Friday. Thank you.